Hey you guys, so today I'm going to be showing you a really cool curl that you can do with just a pencil, hair straightener, some hairspray, water bottle, and a brush. Now, I'm going to start by heating my straightener. I have mine on 350 and I have a setting here that I can use to, when your hair is a little bit wet, it will dry it. So I'm going to turn that setting on. If you don't have that setting, it is okay because our hair is only going to be a little damp. I'm going to let this heat up and then we'll be right back. Okay, so my hair straightener is pretty much there, almost there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to only do this twice for you guys, because this is kind of difficult, especially with thick hair, to do your whole head with. So I'm just going to do two parts, and you're going to take your hair and do it in about inch to inch and a half sections, and we're only going to go about halfway down, so measure it from about halfway down or so. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to pull this piece over. I'm going to do these two pieces, and then I'm going to pull the rest of my hair. It's going to look a little weird. I'm just going to pull the rest of my hair back. Okay. Okay, so these are the two pieces we have. I'm going to start with this side because I'm a little bit better with my left side than I am my right side. So let's start with the left. So you're not going to need your hairspray for a while, or, well, the four things here: your water bottle, your pencil, hairbrush, and straightener you will need within this part. So yeah, let's get started. Now, when you have your water bottle, preferably have one that's a mist instead of a straight point like that. Mist, straight. So preferably have it a mist. Okay? Now, take the piece of hair that you're going to work with. I might have done a bit too big of a piece, but it's okay if you do a little bit too big because I can show you what to do later. Okay, take your hand, hold it out, and just spray it one time with the mist, and then run it through the hair. You just want the hair a little damp. And preferably, I like to call this the pencil curl. So if you want to try this at home, that's what it is called. I'm going to do a little bit more water. But don't spray it directly on the piece of hair, because that will make it too damp. So it's perfect right where it's at. You can kind of see it kind of has a little like shine to it compared to this side. It has a little bit less shine. You can kind of tell. So let's start with this side. I'll put that piece back. And now I want to work with this before it gets too wet, or too dry, sorry. Start to twist the piece all the way down. You can stop a little bit, but try to go as far as down as you can without any flyaways. So this is perfect for me, because if I keep going, I'm going to have a little flyaway right here. So now take your pencil, have it like this, where you have your index finger and your thumb on the eraser, and kind of go like this, and then like this, and go about a little bit down, and then you can start wrapping it around. Try to leave it to stick together instead of like all like that. Try to have it stay together, and then when you come to the ends that aren't curled, pull them over here and hold the actual end. Now if you had a little bit longer pencil, you wouldn't have to worry about this part. I have a little bit smaller pencil, so I do have to worry a little bit more. So now I'm going to hold the straightener right here. Okay, I'm gonna hold the pencil as well. And so we're just gonna hold it like this for about a minute. And every once in a while you're gonna wanna go and hold it right here as well, so you get that little bit of curl in there as well. Okay, so I'm gonna do this and then we'll be back. Okay, so we're almost there. I'm gonna do it a little bit longer. Now, as you can see, it's kind of started to mess up. That's okay. Just make sure you have quite a bit of, most of the hair on the pencil. And just keep going like up and down. Preferably taking it off and on and opening and closing it so that way you don't mess it up, the curl. Okay, last little bit right here. And we're done. Now, when you do this next part, you're going to hold onto the eraser with your index and your thumb again and release. Slightly pull. Okay. Now we have a little bit of a curl and a little bit of mess up, but we have curl right here. And I am going to do this a second time, so yeah. Okay, so just let this cool for a second. If you want, you can spray a little bit of hairspray. Don't spray too much right now. We'll do more in a minute. Okay, so I'm just going to swing it around to kind of cool it off. Okay. Because you don't want it too hot when you're pulling it apart for the next part. And it's not going to break into little pieces by itself. You're going to have to do that. So let's do that now. Now follow these steps, otherwise it might not turn out the way you want it. Okay, pull it in half all the way through. Okay, release, pull them down. Take one of the halves and break it in half. Okay, and take the other half, break it in half, and kind of keep breaking them in half. Kind of just put it into pieces so that way it's not all chunked up. Now it's okay if you can't get on like really small strands, that's okay. Now don't mess with it too much until you put the extra layer of hairspray. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit for a second, shaking it a little bit. So I really enjoy this curl because it's really pretty. Now, because it's with a pencil, it is going to be a little bit harder to do your whole head. So what I personally would do is just do the top layers of your whole head instead of going all the way underneath and doing the whole head. Just go like that, so that way you have a little bit more, so that way when you break it apart like this, it looks like it's all the way around the head, but it's not. So now it's a little bit better now. So I'm going to take the brush. Now this is optional. If you want to leave it like this, you can. But I'm going to go through and see how it kind of parts it, but it keeps the curl. That's what we want. Okay, and so now it's kind of like all parted. It kind of looks a little bit messier than what it was. So that's kind of just what you want to do. Just kind of break it apart with your fingers by pulling it apart. So that's all you gotta do. I'm gonna do it one more time and show you what to do. So I'm gonna put that back there for now. Now this one might be a little bit better because it's a little bit smaller piece. So you can kind of just estimate with your hair and see what works best. So I put my hand out here and spray it once. That one kind of didn't turn out so well. I had to do a little bit more on this piece because it was a little bit thicker piece. So, and you want to work fast. It didn't work as well before because I talked too long. So you want to kind of work a little fast. The reason why you want to twist it is A, you get a little bit better curl, and B, it goes around the pencil a little bit better than just your hair. So, and the more pieces you have around the pencil, the little bit better it'll turn out. ahead and put this around. I'm trying not to get too close to my fingers, but I am getting close. So once you start doing the back pieces, you might want to have some help from an adult, or just get some help from somebody to kind of help you do the back. Okay, so I'm going to let it rest for a second, because your hand does start to kind of hurt. So yeah, I'm going full on video with this part. So you mainly just want to do it till it's fully dry. Had a little piece come off. Okay, feel it. Okay, so we're good. Hold here and release. Now you might have to pull it off the pencil a little bit. And see, this one turned out a little bit better. It kind of turns out like a snake. Or if you watch Harry Potter, not Harry Potter, but like witch movies, I guess. The way it's kind of like twisted around their wand. That's kind of what this reminds me of. Okay, so look, we're gonna put a little bit of hairspray. Okay, touch it, make sure it's a little hard. Okay, and now we're just gonna pull it in half all the way. Okay. And break that piece in half. You don't want to go directly into brushing it. So if you only break it in half and then in half again, you're good. You don't gotta go full on opening it all the way up, because all I did the first time was just the 4 pieces. Okay, and brush through. Perfecto. Okay, so we do get a lot more of the hairspray afterwards. Okay, so let's bring the other piece back in. And here we go, the 2 pieces. I'm going to pull my hair, take my hair out and kind of mix them in with my hair and show you a few side views. Okay. So this is, I'm going to do it with my hair on the side, the way you can see them. Okay. Hair parted both sides. And hair in the back. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and see you in the next video. Bye!